Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Bold and the Beautiful turned Taylor Hayes into a tyrant upon receiving her broken heart syndrome diagnosis this week on the CBS soap. Instead of rejoicing that she's not looking at a death sentence, she's furious and not accepting the diagnosis. Of course, being told that she suffers from a broken heart might prove a bit embarrassing because Ridge Forrester was there, but he's likely the source of her aching heart, which is something she denies. Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, considers her new lease on life an embarrassment. Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, looks flattered as Taylor rambles about his bloated ego because he thinks she's aching over him. But instead of relief, she aims anger at Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, for her diagnosis. Taylor walked around for weeks thinking she was about to keel over for good. Yet, you don't need the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers to suggest that is not the case anymore. So, for some odd reason, a speck of disappointment seems mixed in with her humility, and that doesn't seem at all like the Taylor Hayes of yesteryear. If Grace's diagnosis turns out correct, then this could be Taylor's ticket back to Ridge. Bold and the Beautiful already has Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, planting doubts about Ridge for Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. So it looks like the soap begins to pave the way for another tug-of-war for Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan. And despite Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McSinn's Wood, denying playing matchmaker for her father and mother, she is. Steffy needs to find out about this diagnosis so she can hound Ridge to go back to Taylor and save her life. That would mean dumping Brooke and committing himself to Taylor Hayes. So this broken heart ailment could be useful for Taylor Hayes in her pursuit of Ridge Forrester. Once Taylor shakes off the humiliation, things might fall into place for her. She won't need to do a thing if Ridge Forrester becomes invested in saving her life. Then, next week on Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy is bound to find out. While this only adds to Taylor's humiliation, it may also work to her advantage. If that is the case, then Taylor will have her daughter doing all the work to reel in her ex. Knowing her mother could die from a broken heart, Steffy won't let her father do anything else but help her mother. So now with this broken heart thing going on, if Ridge doesn't do what he can to help, he likely faces the wrath of Steffy. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest Taylor Hayes has the upper hand over Brooke Logan this time on the CBS soap. Bold and Beautiful fans watched Taylor Hayes grab her chest and keel over, and now it looks like the CBS soap has a rare diagnosis in mind for the love-learned doctor. Hints suggest that Taylor suffers from something so rare, and her case could be one for the medical books when the soap rolls out next week. Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, watched as the love of her life, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, kissed his soulmate. When Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, shared a romantic kiss with Ridge, Taylor grabbed her chest. So, last week on Bold and the Beautiful, within seconds, Taylor Hayes was flat on the floor. She knows what caused this, as she returned home with a diagnosis of heart failure. But her family is in the dark, and she doesn't want them to know. But B&B spoilers suggest that's about to change. Only Leigh Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, knows about this illness as Taylor Hayes confided in her, and she ran some tests on Taylor. But Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest this soon causes a problem for Finn. John Finnegan, Tanner Nolan, is another Dr. Finnegan at the same hospital. So B&B spoilers suggest he gets the tests his mother ran on Taylor by mistake. Next, this puts him in a moral dilemma on Bold and the Beautiful. He promised Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McSinn's Wood, that he would never keep anything from her again, but now he has to. Maybe it is a good thing he got the results of the tests. This might give Finn a chance to save the life of yet another of his wife's family members. Maybe he has seen a case like Taylor's before and knows how to fix it. but the fix may uproot many of the bold and the beautiful characters. Yes, there is such a thing as a person dying from a broken heart. While it is rare, according to the Mayo Clinic, it does happen. Broken heart syndrome is real, and while usually temporary, in rare incidents it can kill you. The estimates indicate that an extremely low percentage of these cases lead to death. So this is bold, and the beautiful and rare happenings are right up their alley. Plus, they already have Taylor Hayes demonstrating the symptoms of this syndrome. Mayo Clinic explains that an intense physical or emotional event often comes before broken heart syndrome. The description continues, anything that causes a strong emotional reaction may trigger the condition. So, it seems this is what Taylor experienced on Friday's cliffhanger, a strong emotional reaction. The symptoms include shortness of breath and pain in the chest. And these are the symptoms that Taylor Hayes suffered on Bold and the Beautiful this week. This problem also caused her to seek out a doctor in Paris. So she's been lovesick over Ridge Forrester for a long time. But now it looks like it's taking a toll on her health. Her yearning for Ridge could have started this ailing journey when she was in Paris. Then seeing him and Brooke together on Friday's episode Up to the Ant. That's when she grabbed her chest and went down. Bold and the Beautiful may leave the diagnosis up to Finn. His astute diagnostic abilities saved the life of his wife's brother and grandfather. So why not throw her mother in for good measure? If this is the direction that the Bold and the Beautiful intends to go with Taylor Hayes, then Finn likely administers the cure without seeing any change in her condition. So that would mean the only way to save her life is to stop her broken heart from breaking. And that would entail going to the source, which is her love for Ridge. After she grasped at her chest and took a nosedive on Friday's episode, it's easy to see the foundation of her emotional distress. And if Steffi learns that Taylor Hayes will die unless this stops, she will likely hound her father to jump ship and swim over to her mother. So, if B&B has Taylor suffering from broken heart syndrome, this could cause a major shift in the daytime drama. It will likely mean the only possible way to save her life is for Ridge to leave Brooke and be with Taylor Hayes. Yes, it's far-fetched, but all the pieces seem to fall into place so far on the CBS soap.